According to the Pan American Health Organization, Bolivia has the highest rates of sexual violence in all of Latin America. 1 in every 3 girls will be sexually abused before the age of 18. And according to the Defensor del Pueblo, 7 out of every 10 women will be sexually abused in their lifetime. So I grew up in Bolivia and I had a wonderful childhood until a family member, an adult family member who was almost twice my age, came to live in my house. He started raping me and my life went downhill after that. I developed bulimia, I developed anorexia, I attempted suicide twice. In one of those suicidal attempts, it's when my parents found out what was happening, and that's when we decided to take the case to court. Sadly, that's when the second wave of re-victimization started. I was blamed. I was the one to be at fault because I was sexually abused. And socially in Bolivia, if you are a child and you are a girl, it's your fault. We received intimidation from almost the entire government system trying to silence me. My house was set in fire twice. It was stoned. I was almost kidnapped, almost killed several times. But I just couldn't stay silent because throughout this process I found out that I wasn't alone, that there were tons of girls that were also being sexually abused. So at age 17, I funded the first and only center in Bolivia for children who had been sexually abused. Since 2004, we have been able to provide free legal, social, and psychological services to children who have been sexually abused. And the differences in the culture have been dramatic. We use art therapy, music therapy, dance therapy, sand play therapy, yoga, meditation, to help them regain control of their own bodies. A big problem here in Bolivia is that most women depend economically on their husbands, which makes them more vulnerable to violence. We provide training for them. We do the bakery, we do hair salon, and it's a way of them starting to get jobs and starting to save money and open their own bank accounts. When we started the program, the conviction rate for sexual crimes was 0.02%. And in the last 3 years, we had a 100% conviction rate. So I started going to colleges and telling my story and asking people if they would join me on a walk against sexual violence. And on August 9th, I thought there were only going to be about 20 people, but that day thousands of people showed up with a blue ribbon. The president ended up the next year nominating it as the National Day Against Sexual Violence in all of Bolivia. My dreams for girls and women is that we can be seen as subjects of human rights and equal. Once you put a dream in them, they can start fighting for it. And that dream is going to continue working until they can accomplish what they want.